Welcome to After Hours with Antonia. This is a safe space to slow down, to breathe, and to sit with your thoughts for a moment. No pressure, no rush, just stillness. And I'm really glad you're here. First of all, happy Sunday. We made it through another week, and we're on the brink of another great week. So I hope you all are doing well. Lately I've been thinking about what it really means to wait. The waiting season is something that we all find ourselves in, no matter what it's for, whether that be a new house, a new job, a new car, an acceptance letter, test results, whatever it is, we find ourselves in a waiting season. And as a person who is a bit impatient, I'm working on my patience though. I'm growing. That's a muscle I'm growing. I want to see results immediately. I'm doing it right now. I want to see right now. I want to see my impact right now. And a waiting season does not work like that. And waiting can feel especially heavy, especially when you're trying. Like, there's a certain goal I've been working towards more consistently for about the last 2 months, and I have not had much traction with it. And it's just like, well, dang, I'm doing all I can. What else can I do? Something that I've known this, but I'm really realizing is, all you can do is your part. You can prepare as much as you can. You can do as much as you can, but no matter what, you don't control the outcomes. You can be the most prepared. You can study so hard. You don't know how things are going to line up and how the outcome is going to be. Now, of course, with some things, you have a bit more of a hand in how it can turn out than others. But overall, you can't always determine the outcome. And that's hard. You know, I think so much about, what waiting really is. To me, something that I'm learning right now in this season is that waiting is a big faith season. And some people won't understand it. Some people won't get it because oftentimes the things that you're waiting on is a vision that God only gave you. You're supposed to be in a penthouse in the sky, but everybody else is not on them to know that for you. So maybe you trying to get everything together to do that, and some people feeling like, girl, you seem crazy. But you know what God told you, and you know that the wait is not in vain. But sometimes it's hard because waiting is really faith. If you're waiting on a spouse, oh, God told me that I'm going to get my kingdom spouse. I'm going to get the person I'm supposed to be with. And everybody else, that's not their blessing to know that it's coming. So the things that you may do to get in alignment with that, it may not make sense to other people, and that is okay. Sometimes you choose a difficult path because of your faith in the waiting season, and it may look crazy to others. Because sometimes going a path to get what you really want, it's the most difficult road. Like, you could go an easier route and get somewhere else cleaner and easier. But you know what you're waiting for. And again, waiting to me is faith. It's faith. It's faith in action. And, something that I've realized is that sometimes your posture changes before your situation does. I know mine has. Like, this thing I've been working towards for about the last 2 months really hard, like going hard and not really seeing any results. My posture has changed so much. Also, though, I'm just in a space of a mindset shift in general. So I'm reading my Bible, I'm listening to sermons, I'm really getting into the word so I can understand it for myself. And I'm not going to say some days are still not chaotic and I feel like I want to cry because I'm doing everything I can, but I don't see any of this materializing. I'm not going to say that. But I will say I bounce back quicker because my posture changes in my waiting. I think about maybe I got to go this route, because if I got what I've been praying for and what I'm waiting on today, if I didn't get the lessons that I was going to need tomorrow, would I be not able to steward it? Would I potentially fumble it? And that's also another conversation that we have to have with ourselves on understanding where we are in our journeys. Over the last 2 months, I have spiraled over a particular goal. I mean, stressing myself out to the max. At this point now, materially, no, my situation has not changed from 2 months ago. It's still the same. But in my heart, it's not. I know where I am physically. I know where I am spiritually. And that has made all the difference. And I'm not on here to be preachy, but I'm just telling you, faith gets you through. Prayer, patience. Because you got to believe in what you can't see. You got to know that he's working even when you can't see that he's working. Because again, it hasn't materialized in my life right now, but I never know who God is sending on my behalf or what he's lining up to make something happen. And so oftentimes we may see this is thing A that I really, really want. But you don't know that God really wants thing C for you, but you're just so caught up on thing A. And so your whole posture and waiting is like chaotic and anxious, because if thing A doesn't plan out, then what am I going to do? And at this point, and this is a hard, prayer for me to surrender to, but God, let your will be done. I want this. I hope this is it. But if it's not, let me have peace with it that it's not. Because I don't want anything that is not in your will for me. And it takes a lot to get there. And again, I'm not saying that every day is perfect, because it's not. Because sometimes I'm still like, why am I still here? Why hasn't this changed? I'm a good person. Am I perfect? No. But why I'm still waiting? Everybody else getting theirs. I mean, let's speak on it truthfully. It's hard to wait. I was on TikTok earlier this week, and this young lady, she was talking about Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. And she explained it in a way that was so neat to me. And it has helped me. I've read these scriptures for a few days since I heard her say it. And I was always familiar with Habakkuk 2 and 2, but I never fully went down to 3. Again, doing better on my Bible journey. So I'll just read you all the two scriptures. And again, this is Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. And the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. And so that means you are going to get your blessing in due time. Write the vision, make it plain, do the work, because we all know faith without works is dead. Do the work, but it will happen. It may delay, but it will happen, and it will happen at the perfect time. I'll tell you, in my waiting right now, the lessons that I'm learning in this waiting season, I need them for my next season. I just know I do. And if I would have got my next season before I learned some of these lessons, I will probably not be a good steward over what's to come. And sometimes we feel like we're ready, but you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how you react in certain situations until things come up and you have to react. And so my mindset and what has been helping me is, it all works together for my good. And again, I say, it's harder some days than others to just kind of be optimistic about it. But the needle isn't moving being negative about it. And again, that posture as you wait, that's the real shift. because you're learning the lessons you're supposed to learn in that waiting season. And so then when you really get what you're supposed to have and what you've been waiting on, you're able to appreciate it so much better because of the journey that you went on to get it. And the creator that was reading Habakkuk 2 and 3, she further did an analogy that blew me away. She talked about double dutch. She's like, you know how you turn double dutch, like when the rope go up, that's usually when a person jump in. And she's like, that's probably how God is with some of these blessings. He has to send it in at the appointed time, because if he doesn't, we may fumble it. Because if you jump in that rope and it ain't time for you to really jump in, as soon as you get in, it's gonna collapse. And sometimes you feel like you're ready, because even like, if you turn in double dutch, you be thinking like, dang girl, the arm is up, you can jump in. But you don't know the preparedness. And so you gotta trust God and trust his vision, trust his timing, even when sometimes we feel like we're suffering as we waiting. And again, I'm not glamorizing it. It is not always a glamorous walk when you doing everything you can to change the situation and nothing is changing. It can be very discouraging. It can just make you want to isolate. But if you stop trying and you stop learning, you're delaying it even more. Listen, y'all, we in this together. Think more about the posture as you wait than, just simply, what it means to just wait and to sit there for a blessing. I saw another quote. I'm a quote junkie. Saw it on Instagram, and a person said, sometimes who you become while chasing your goal is better than actually hitting your goal. Because really, to take the time to go after a goal, you have to change your posture. And that's usually what's needed to get to that next level. So y'all be encouraged. I hope better days are coming, and I hope your waiting season is not long. I hope that most of the days are behind you and you're closer to your target. And that's all for tonight. I hope you take this with you into the week. Be gentle with yourself. And I'll meet you back here next time. Good night.